Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 30th through April 5th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cancer. The overall energy for the reading, the Queen of Swords. Well, you're confident about something, and clear about something. I don't know what about, but okay, let's see. In the recent past, the Strength card, the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this energy shows up as sticking to your guns and putting yourself first. Like really, really determined here. No matter what happens, no matter how hard it is, you're gonna put yourself first, god damn it. Okay. Okay. In the current situation, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Empress. You stepped away from that energy a little bit. In the sense of not from the energy of putting yourself first, but a little bit of neglect, a little bit of, towards yourself. There's a little bit of, not intentional, maybe you got caught up with work or who knows what, but it's whatever it is that you're doing is kind of taking you away from staying connected to yourself, and I do see that there's a major need for that. But okay. In the immediate future, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Definitely investing into some sort of partnership here. I do see commitment. I do see a strong bond. And I do see you being like in there. Like, okay, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. All of your focus is in there. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me do the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Cups, the Tower, the Five of Cups. So you have clarity and you have determination here, and you have you're coming through as very, 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 very almost strict, but very clear about something. But you're trying to also be considerate about whatever. But whatever it is you're doing with this energy is bringing something down. So you might be ending something, you might be... It's basically putting your foot down, but in a very strict way and loving. You might create commotion, and I think you know that. The approach, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, okay, it's very clear, and with the touch of, love in there. But it's still whichever way you decided to approach this, I feel like it's still gonna go down, whatever this is. It's just a matter of how do I do this in a way that serves me the best. And I think this is your secret formula to that. For the Strength card, in the recent past, you get the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Yeah, things were shady here, man. Definitely dealing with another energy. Things were not clear at all. If anything, up in the air. And you're like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this sense of insecurity, instability. Like, there's a lot of things that are not set in there, They're not clear. They're not, and it takes a lot to deal with this. It takes a lot of effort. Okay, understandable. That like. For the Seven of Wands, you get the King of Cups, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups. I feel like you're kind of trying to fight for your sense of independence, too, in the sense of, I don't want to get myself lost completely into this, especially because it doesn't look stable at all. And I want to be able to keep my sense of independence here. I want to be able to stand up for shit, As much as you care for whoever it is at the other end of this, and as much as you would want for things to turn out like fairy tale-y and things like that, It's like, yeah, but I don't want to get lost in it. You know? So there's a strong desire to keep a sense of independence, to keep a little bit of, just 5% just for you. And that's where I think you're going with that energy there. Let me see the Queen of Pentacles. The Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, the World card. Because it did feel like for the longest time you put yourself not first. Anywhere but in the first place there. And you're done with that. So whatever that experience was for you definitely taught you to put yourself first. Eventually. It showed you the ways in which you're not doing that. So pretty cool lesson that you've learned from that whole ordeal. Let me do the Page of Swords in the current situation, the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. See, this is what we all do, right? It's you're going through something right now, maybe again a period of time of, I don't know, just the usual, life. You're going to work, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like almost like routine type of, energy running through. And then you're saying from your mind, consciously, you're coming in and saying, oh no, I do take care of myself. Yeah, when was the last time you did something for you? I don't know, go to the store, buy yourself freaking, I don't know, a teddy bear? I don't fucking know. Something. That you say, hey, I got this for me. And you give that to yourself and you're like, oh my God, this is the best present ever. I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean? Because you are saying it. You're saying that you're doing that. I'm not seeing much of that. I'm seeing a little bit, but not in the way you used to or in the way that situation there taught you to do it. So you kind of put that on the back burner, maybe taking that energy for granted, maybe thinking that you are doing stuff for you. You are taking care of yourself on a daily basis just because you say it. Yeah? How? So let's do the Six of Swords. Why does it smell like dirt, but not dirt in the usual dirt way? It almost feels like a blend of animal smell with dirt. Well, the window is open, so there's a lot of spring cleaning going around. For the Six of Swords, you get the Hierophant, the King of Swords, the Chariot. As I mentioned it, here they go again. It's the whole neighborhood. They do it at the same time. I swear to God. Is this the period of time of around here? Because I don't even. Isn't it April? They're doing it early. Anyways, Six of Swords, the Hierophant, the King of Swords, the Chariot. Who is? There's somebody here, but there's a little bit of distance at play, but it's not the usual distance of, oh, okay, you've gotten into a fight or something. Maybe you did, I don't know, but it's implied. Oh, did you actually create a sense of independence here, and that's why this energy shows up like this? Maybe. Because it's okay where it's at. It's like a little gap there between your energy and theirs, but it's fine. It's not impacting this into negatively or anything. It's just there. Okay, so there's somebody else here. Let me do the Empress. In the current situation, you get the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hangman. It's just, you can't stand still. It's like, okay, if I were to tell you now, take yourself and go, not now, tomorrow, find 10 minutes in your day in which you just stand still. You go outside, you look at a tree, and you're just there. From this energy of saying, oh, I do that every day, you would probably be like, 10 minutes, I'll do it now. Yeah, it's not, no, you've, this energy is calling out to you of just be with yourself, just connect to yourself. And mentally, again, you're saying, I am, leave me alone, I'm doing that. Energetically speaking, I see you not being able to stand still. for not even 2 minutes, let alone 10 minutes. Because it's like, but I gotta, I gotta take care of that, and I gotta do that, and I gotta, like, I'll find something to do. That's the point. You don't need to. You don't have to. The point is to not find anything to do, So there's this, I don't know, a little bit of a hidden, subtle drive to you that just doesn't let you stand still there. For the Seven of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card. Again, you're invested in something here. You're very difficult to catch in this reading because in the bigger picture, you're giving me a sense of independence, how you created your own sense of independence, right? No matter what you're connected to or who you're connected to. So that comes first, even when it's mentally there in the sense of, oh yeah, I'm doing that, but not really, really doing it. But you're still, it's there. So you come first, but then I see you attached to quite the commitment here, and I get a sense of a blend of energies. So it almost looks like a family situation maybe, or immediate family, and then, you're invested into something. I see your energy. It's A-okay. You're doing it for you first. But then things change because I see other energies attached to this, whatever it is that you're doing. So things get a little more complicated because it's not just you anymore, So it gets a little tough. You start off good. You start off from a good place, and then it gets a little tough. Nothing unhandleable, though. For the Four of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. See, you've got this commitment here that I see closest to you. They're definitely on the same page, so whatever it is that you're doing, they're chipping in. They're right there with you. They're like, yeah, I'm right here, whatever you need for this one. Okay, so that's a nice, but then there's extended family, or whatever the hell. Let me do the Three of Pentacles. And that's when things become complicated. Like there's one energy that you can definitely rely on, and it's with you on the same page. The other energies that are showing up are still on the same page, but with slight complications here and there. And that's this one here. For the Three of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Because it's a blend. It's one day they're in the mood of whatever. The next day they're super stressed out about, oh my God, I don't know, a project they're working on, or who knows that they're bringing that in. Then the next day, or somebody else from this, because I'm seeing multiple energies, they're showing up in a good way. Then another one shows up in a stressed way. Then another. So it's a lot to deal with at the same time. The one energy you can count on definitely here, definitely under the same energies. The rest of it all becomes a little fluctuating, a little up and down, Again, not that you won't be able to handle it, because I see that you can, but just so you know, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs potentially with whatever this is. That I feel like it involves multiple energies. But from the universe for you, as a final advice, the Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Page of Pentacles. With this one, you're telling me I'm learning to work on my patience. Because I feel like, especially dealing with something like this, you may snap. You may be like, you may have tendencies to be like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm not doing this, and get the hell out of Dodge. So if anything, you're taking it as a learning opportunity, this experience, to learn to manage yourself a little better and your snappity snap. Cool. Okay. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.